Konnichiwa minasan, hajimashite Max desu. Osugashimasu. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Je m'appelle Max. Yorobun annyeonghaseyo, Max입니다. Hi everybody, welcome back to another brand new live video for the girls, for the children, and for the one and only Miss Juicy baby. Woo! La jugosa is back. La jugosa, la sabrosa. She is here, and we are ready to snatch up the phalange fantasy today with a little chai latte, because we took off her nails. How long did it take to take them off? Maybe like 11 minutes?
Yeah, I would say no more than 15 minutes.
No, because we're finishing up R&D on our new Strong Max. I know it sounds like an erectile dysfunction pill, but that's the name of this new machine because it's so strong. Hi from the UK! Hi from Ohio! So, that's coming out not super soon, but soon. But today on Miss Juicy, we're going to be doing a new set using our Russian dual forms. This is the first time that Miss Juicy actually gets Russian dual forms. We're going to use the shape modern, and we're going to do a soft, very feminine kind of shape. And the theme is white diamond today, because that's what Miss Juicy is. She's just a white diamond of sparkle and glamour and eleganza extravaganza. So I'm going to use 3 different products to create the... I need to get on your website. What do you have new? What don't I have that's new? So many fantasies. We have the nail clean spray back in stock. We have Mare gel. We have our snakeskin crackle gel. We have our Russian dual forms. Lots of things to keep you entertained. We're going to use pig glitter. Not because I'm a pig, but because it's from the Chinese zodiac. So it's a really pretty, sparkly, white opalescent. And we're going to use Cupid, which is actually the first colored acrylic we ever launched here at inocouture.com 11 years ago. And it's a white diamond, like crushed up diamond fantasy. And then we're going to add some glow in the dark because she's going to see Post Malone.
That's right. Woo!
So this is neon cream. This is a glow in the dark acrylic. And then also a little bit of maybe eternal beige or rose petal pink to add some depth to the nail. Because rose petal pink is a little bit deeper, and that'll go really pretty with her skin tone too. So are we ready to begin the snatching of the phalanges? Yes. Also, you guys, don't forget that we have our huge 35% off sale going on right now at inocouture.com with promo code HBDMAX for the rest of the month of June. You'll be able to save 35% off your entire purchase, and most orders ship within 1 to 2 days. And also, happy Juneteenth!
Juneteenth today! Woo!
To everybody celebrating Juneteenth, happy Juneteenth to you.
Happy Juneteenth.
I know a lot of people celebrate it Saturday, Big Red Hatter presentation Saturday, but today is Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth. So now we can begin the snatching.
All right, let's see. You had you had Neves Lucinide from Brazil.
Obrigado da Brasil.
We have Cindy Chris. Hi, Cindy Chris.
Hey, girl. Thanks for joining us today. Early today, Miss Cindy Chris.
Early. Let's see.
Did you go see the new Final Destination movie yet, Miss Juicy?
Oh no, I don't. In my elder years, I try and stay away from things that are nerve-wracking.
It's really good.
My life is nerve-wracking enough.
Both of ours.
I don't need
Final Destination.
Yeah. Sweetie Pie 1 says Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth to you as well, my love.
Cindy Chris says hi, Miss Juicy. Hello.
La jugosa.
She said early, finally.
La jugosa, la sabrosa, la Miss Juicy. Sounds like a Cumbia King song, doesn't it? La jugosa, ahí viene la jugosa. We're going to start off with the Diamond Mani bit. And it's actually pretty chill today because today is Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
The girls have the day off because it is Juneteenth.
Yes.
So tomorrow they're going to be really busy. Killing the game.
I was off of work too, but I actually worked Saturday at the Juneteenth festival.
The one at the baseball stadium?
Mm-hmm.
How was it? Also, did you see Big Red perform there? Her slide group performed.
Oh, yeah. Are they the girls with the little... Are they the... Is it the young girls that do like the...
No, Big Red, she's a fine wine.
No, I did not. I was kind of like, I wasn't near the stage. I was kind of like at the end of the field.
Oh, you were there with your job?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was there with my job. So It was kind of like, it had a funky setup. It was great. Like, the concept was great. Everything was great. On the outside of the festival, they had a car show going on, which was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd come in, and then they had like food trucks, and then they had...
Yeah, because Big Red was telling me, she was like, there's every kind of food you can think of. And I was like,
Yeah.
do they have caviar? And she was like, I don't think so.
No,
I was like, do they have lobster tails? And she was like, I don't think.
no.
So then don't lie to me.
But
Don't
they
hype me up.
had different like food trucks. They had
Soul food and a whole bunch of everything.
Soul food. I mean, they had a little bit of everything. And then, I mean, they even had a guy out there doing like, they were called micheladas, which is like, instead of being micheladas with beer,
Mhm.
they make it with agua fresca.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was so refreshing, so good. I got a cucumber, like cucumber watermelon one,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had a mango. They had like, it was delicious.
Oh my God, that sounds
like,
delicious,
The
but also, like,
chamoy and like the
The hypertension because from all the salt.
It was so good.
It was worth
But
it.
you know what? It was so hot that we needed the sodium because it was so hot out there, man. Like, it was really hot.
Like my mom, she thinks Powerade or Gatorade will cure everything.
No, that wasn't going to cure the heat. So I actually had to be out there to set up at like probably like 3 p.m. and it was so hot. We have Clear Jelly Stamper saying hi, Matt.
All the way from Kelowna, Debbie Clear Jelly Stamper, one and only.
So I had to go set up at 3 o'clock, and the event didn't start until 5.
So you had 2 hours to set up.
So I had 2 hours to set up. So I get there was a whole thing, but I ended up finding my tent and my table and all the things. And then I set up, but I was at the far end. Wild Irish Rose of 567 says hi, Matt.
Hi, my love. How are you today?
And then Clear Jelly Stamper says miss you.
Miss you too. When are you coming down to America? Are you gonna visit us anytime soon? I actually have not done it like myself exhibited at a trade show in such a long time. But honestly, like, I really don't believe in trade shows anymore. So I'm kind of seeing if I can. I agreed to teach at 2 trade shows coming up, but I want to see if I can get out of it, because honestly, like, not that many people go.
Where are the trade shows?
One is in Columbus, Ohio, and the other one's in San Antonio. So I wonder if I can get out of it.
Yeah.
Because they're honestly thumb twiddlers. And it's like, the older I am, the harder it is to travel, and you just get so tired, and like have to wake up early, and then the jet lag, and then they put me in really crappy hotels, and then they don't want to pay for my luggage, and it's like, ugh.
Wild Irish Rose 567 says, great, glad to finally catch a live with you.
Are you excited for the Russian dual forms? Let us know in the comments below.
And then Clear Jelly Stamper said, so true, my friend. They're definitely a dying thing.
Yeah, and like, honestly, like, they try to like hype them up. Like, for example, me, right? I have a pretty decent following on the internet, but that doesn't mean that everyone's gonna come and see me. Like, I have people from all over the world watching me, so it's hard to get to localize it into like 2 cities that are not really major.
Right.
I think, like, if the show was in LA or New York or maybe Miami, they would get a bigger turnout. But like, hosting a beauty show in Columbus, Ohio, or San Antonio, Texas, which are cities that are kind of hard to fly to,
Yeah.
I think it just makes it even harder. Like, for me to fly to San Antonio, I have to change planes
Yeah.
because there's no direct flights from Tucson. So like,
And then you gotta take all your stuff, and then you run the risk of them losing your stuff, like all of that, right?
and then they don't pay us to take our stuff. So like, we have to go and teach for free. So
Yeah.
we don't get paid to participate. And then we have to pay for our suitcases. I'm like, oh no, bro, that's not. She's not cute. So we'll see what happens. But
Well, back to the Saturday, right? Like, it was so hot out there, but they had all kinds of activities going on by where the stage was, and I was on the other opposite side of where it was. But they had all these black-owned businesses that were all local, that were you know just promoting their stuff. So if it was like food, or there was like a new gym that opened up, there was a lot of like crafts and food and drinks, and There was a whole lot of everything, but it was super hot. So I prepared, like, I got a bunch of water bottles and like froze them in the freezer, and then I took my own little cooler, and then I had one of those cooling towels to put like on your neck and on your head, So I wore this hat, and then I would put the cooling towel like in it, and then kind of wrap it down my neck,
like a turban almost.
Yes. So, because it was so hot, and then the water in the cooling towel was evaporating like probably within like
instantly,
like 5 minutes of wearing it. So I kept having to re-wet it. And then it was really hot at one point, so I was like, you know what? The water is not working, so I just started drinking liquid IV in the water because it was that hot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you have any food while you were there?
I had one of those like michelada things, and then I had some barbecue.
Did you ask the dude to put some vodka in there?
I wanted it, but I didn't want to drop dead of like dehydration, But I got some barbecue, which was really good, and then but I couldn't really like parade around a lot because since I was like kind of in charge of the booth, in charge of our booth, like I couldn't really take off too much. So, but it was really nice. They had this really cute majorette group, kind of like. You know how like the HBCU colleges have like the majorettes that are like in the leotards that like dance and stuff. Well, they have a little girl troupe here in town. They were freaking adorable. They were wearing these like pink cowgirl outfits with like pink hats, kind of like
the
Beyonce.
520.
Super cute.
Cowboy Carter fantasy.
Super cute. And then they had like different bands and singers, and people went up and like did spoken word and like poetry, and then
so it was a vibe.
It was a whole party. And then at the kind of like in the middle, kind of like towards the end, they had a like line dancing where like I don't know if you've seen online where people do line dancing. They have those big fans. So they were out there doing line dancing. It was
with
a
the
lot
big
of fun.
fans.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
I'll have to show you on. But it was really cool.
That sounds like fun, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We thought about taking my dad, but honestly, because it is such a long you have to be there for a while, and it's so hot, it would be too much for him.
It was really hot.
So we're gonna go in first with a little bit of Cupid, and then dip it into the pig. And we're gonna put it right here on the inside. For the fantasy, to create the base of the phalange.
Every time I come and I sit here and then I read the names of all the things, and I always see the pig, and I was like,
why did he call it pig?
And I just found that out today, and I don't know why I never asked until like I wondered why it was like white and not pink.
It was based on the Chinese zodiac.
Yeah.
But
now I know.
But the colors don't. The name doesn't reference the color. It's just how the cookie crumbled.
But I guess all pigs come in all different colors.
Because some pigs are kind of light, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Well, you got white pigs, pink pigs, brown
pigs,
round polka dotted.
But I feel bad for people that don't like bacon.
I know.
That's sad. Missing out, man. Let me know in the comments below if you can't have bacon. I will have some for you.
I love bacon.
I love for breakfast, nothing beats bacon, papas, some potatoes. Just keep it simple, keep it cute, keep it delicious. Because I think breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. Well, one of them. A little bit of neon cream on the inside. And taper it out, keep it nice and thin. And Miss Juicy's probably thinking, like, what brujeria is Max doing?
What brujeria?
The brujeria.
It's alright, I'm checking it out. This is something new for me, everybody.
So you put the acrylic on the inside. You can do this with gel too, but I love to do it with acrylic because it's just how I roll. So next for me, I want to go somewhere that I haven't been to.
I know. I saw your text messages coming through.
Which one? Did I tell you that already?
Yeah, when you were like, let's go to.
Oh, Italy is somewhere I haven't been to.
Yeah.
Have you been to Italy?
No.
Oh, vamos.
Oh, I'm
Or
down.
Greece.
I would love to go to either or.
Greece is really nice. Does homie have any relatives out in Greece?
No.
Well, we can still go.
Yeah.
We'll find some. I wonder why they break plates at like parties and things like that. I've always been curious about that.
I don't know.
Does anybody know why Greek people break plates at parties? Please let me know in the comments below. Please educate me on the fantasy.
Tara 12 says, I'm vegetarian. I have been for like 24 years, so I can't even remember what
The taste
it
of
tastes
bacon.
like.
But do you have like vegan bacon or like vegetarian substitute
I
for
think
bacon?
they have like soy. Don't they have like soy
Mhm.
bacon?
It's definitely, I think vegetarian options have definitely come a long way since earlier days. Because
Yes,
remember, like
for sure.
I remember like as a kid thinking like vegetarians only eat like salads and things like that. But now
Right.
you can have a pretty decent array of substitutes for like meat stuff too.
Well, I think people have gotten more creative, right, of how to be able to use some more like protein
Like soy and things like that.
like soy or like mushrooms or like eggplant, right? You know, or you can get, you know,
But don't they say soy is really bad for you?
I don't eat a lot of soy because a lot of the soy does have like
A lot of gluten.
in it, so
You gotta be careful with
I
it.
gotta be super careful with it. But I will tell you that the resort that we went to was amazing and the food was so good.
In Cancun?
Yes. And they had like obviously they had a Mexican restaurant, they had a French restaurant, a Greek restaurant, Italian. What else did they have?
Oh wow. All inclusive?
Yes.
Oof.
And then they had these dinner shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first night they had this dinner show called Asado. And Asado was like is just like this big giant like barbecue, right? Like, and they just like had grilled everything. So like grilled veggies, grilled fish, grilled shrimp, grilled tacos, like
Like a
you know,
giant barbecue.
big giant barbecue. And then you would, you know, you'd get your plate of food and then go to the table, and then they had this like show where they had fire dancers,
Oh wow.
which was pretty cool.
Like Tahiti style or something like that?
No, they were just like people dancing with flames, you know.
Oh, wow.
It was like, you know, they had like batons and stuff, and it was pretty cool. And then that was on like, I don't remember if it was like Thursday or Friday that we were there, but it was one of the days. And then on Sunday they had a mariachi folklorico show,
Wow.
which was really cool. And actually it wasn't even wonky, man. Like it was really well put
They
together.
were legit.
They were legit.
Because you got high expectations for that.
Yes. And so it was actually really nice. And so for that show, for the mariachi show, like the mariachi played for an hour, and then the mariachi accompanied the dancers for another hour. And then they had this huge, again, another like Mexican like meal, and it was like street tacos, like street corn. They had like churros.
Were
they
you
had-
okay with the allergies?
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff, like I would just get, you know,
Corn?
it was just the corn or the grilled or whatever, you know, and I would just make sure that it wasn't like near the seafood or anything like that. But it was good. They had a Japanese restaurant. We went to the
Wow.
Japanese restaurant. So yeah, it was pretty good.
How long were you guys out there for?
A week.
Oh wow.
But what sucked is like a few days that we were there, it rained a lot because apparently there was a hurricane brewing in the Gulf there, and so like it was it turned into a storm, you know. But they give us like hurricane paperwork,
Oh my
and I was
gosh.
all yeah, what's this all about?
We're gonna hold it for a few seconds, let it begin the polymerization process.
Okay, Terra 12 says they do. It's so much better than it used to be. Like there's YouTube videos for how to make salmon from carrots and all other sorts.
Salmon from carrots, it actually low-key sounds pretty good. And I've seen like vegetarian sushi too. I do love me a good veggie burger every once in a while too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're using rose petal pink for the fantasy. Make sure you apply the acrylic evenly on the sides, you guys, so that way it's nice and strong.
I'm being nosy and watching because
It's our first time.
it's my first time.
I'm gonna press down firm. They look so sparkly. And we want to make sure we got no bubbles.
So yeah, so that's what we did. We went out there, and we were there a week. And
Your mom had a good time?
no, my mom stayed here,
Oh,
but my mom. I'll tell you about my mom off
off camera. Did Vince have a good time?
Vince was in North Carolina with his dad.
Oh, so that's what he did for after his graduation?
Yeah, so he had his graduation party, and then we actually stayed out at the casino for a couple of days. So we were there Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday morning we checked out, and then from there he came home with me,
Mm-hmm.
and then finished packing his bag, and then his dad came and picked him up about an hour later,
Mm-hmm.
because he was out at the casino too. Like, we all checked out at the same time and then left. And then came and picked him up, and then he left to North Carolina with his dad, and he was out there for like 2.5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Did he have a good time, or was
he
it kind
did.
Or was he
really
like, oh, I
enjoyed
can't wait to get back home?
it. He had a good time, but he definitely wanted to come back home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he like missed spending time with his dad, but he also like,
2 weeks is enough.
2 weeks is enough, and then sleeping in your own bed is different than
Did he get a Switch 2 yet?
a what?
A Switch 2.
No.
He doesn't like the Nintendo Switch?
He's more of an Xbox person.
Mm-hmm. I was contemplating whether getting a Switch 2 or not. Does anybody have a Switch 2 watching? Let me know in the comments below. But I was like, am I really going to use it though? Am I really going to play with it? Or am I just going to have it? And it actually, I think it's kind of ugly looking.
I haven't seen it.
It's just like a regular Switch, but it's all black. And it's slightly bigger and like rounded edges. So it's like, I'll wait till like there's like maybe a special edition one that's like more decorated or something versus one that's just really plain.
Tara12 says, what size is the longest of the 1, 2, 3 go? I need to get some more sizes in.
The longest ones are the fantasy shapes and the 10X. Those are very long as well too. Should we have enough on the sides?
Yeah, so we both got back the same day on Tuesday of last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
And where's the next trip to?
Well, we're heading to Phoenix this weekend to go see Post Malone.
Mm-hmm.
So we got an Airbnb. We got an Airbnb. So we're gonna be out there Friday and Saturday, and then we'll be back Sunday.
Nice. I actually kind of want to take my dad to Phoenix too for his birthday. It's coming up. It's on the 26th. And there's a really famous Persian restaurant out there too. And I was like, you know what? That would be nice to take my dad out there.
Yeah.
And he has sisters that live in Phoenix too, but he's getting to the point where he like soils himself a lot more now too. So it's harder to like try to travel.
Yeah. Tara12 says, I have one. It's really good. Mario Kart has so many good characters.
The new one. You ready?
Oh, let me see.
Ta-da!
Oh, that's super cool.
And look at how little we have to actually file the nail. Like, feel it. I want you to feel the top surface.
It's like super smooth.
So we build the nail from the inside out.
Yeah. Hey, Sally AU.
At that.
That's my cousin.
Oh!
I'll call you when I'm done here.
That's homegirl that lives in Canada?
No, she lives here. She's the one that always pops in to say hi.
Mm.
I'll call you when I get out, Sally, and we can coordinate. She's like, wake up.
Look how sparkly they are.
That's
There's no
super
top
cool.
coat or anything.
That's super cool.
Just want to make sure they're on really good. Yes, but because it's acrylic sometimes and it's a little bit cooler in here, it takes a little bit longer to polymerize, so we're just going to let those finish.
It's because my phone is on a delay. My phone is on a delay from like Max's phone, so by the time I read the comments, it's already like about a minute or so later.
Okay, let's follow these signs.
So it should be fun. We're excited about that.
Are you guys gonna go shopping in Phoenix or go to any cool restaurants?
No, I think we're just gonna try and go to like Westgate and then the concert, you know.
Have you seen that new Chinese restaurant that they have in Phoenix that has like the biggest LED screen in America or something like that?
Where's it at?
I'm not sure, but it looked really cool. Like it has like this like, at one point it looks like an aquarium, but it's all LED. I was like, oh, that looks really cool. But I wonder if their food is good though, because Phoenix now has a lot. It's definitely becoming like a culinary city.
I mean, they have a lot of different stuff.
Mm-hmm. But you have to probably be really careful with the Chinese food you eat, huh?
Yeah, because of the fish sauce. Okay, that's exciting. I will contact you, Sally. Maybe we can all meet up.
These nails look like
Said that my cousin and my nephews are going too, so I'm excited.
Everyone's gonna be there.
Now we got a whole crew.
Post Malone ain't ready.
Now we got a whole crew.
Still not right.
This is super cool.
They almost don't need rhinestones because they're so sparkly.
No, they are super sparkly.
And their shape is like to your finger. What do you guys think of the Russian dual forms?
And it's quick.
Very quick. And minimal filing, minimal everything because the nail is just so snatched.
So then what happens after this? That's
you
it?
fill them.
Oh, I see.
You can fill them. Because they're made out of 100% acrylic,
yeah,
it's very easy to fill them. Versus the 1, 2, 3 go nails that are a little bit harder to fill. These you would fill like you would any other service. So when you come back, we can just do a fill instead of having to take them all off.
And then like right now, all you're going to do is just like shape them and that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's done?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And then just a little clear gloss on top. So we're going to use our easy bit to go around the cuticle area very gently.
So yeah, that's all I got going on.
And that's still pretty cool though. Did you guys get good seats for Post Malone?
They're fairly decent. Like they're not nosebleeds, but they're not bottom. Like they're right in the middle, like on the side.
Mm-hmm. And anytime you go to a stadium concert, like no matter where you sit, it's still not that great.
Well, I'll tell you that I took my son to see The Weeknd.
Mm-hmm.
Like super last minute, we were like, hey, let's just go. And I ended up getting some seats like on the side. And I was a little skeptical because I went to see Beyonce there at the State Farm.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I saw Beyonce, we saw the Rolling Stones,
Mm-hmm.
right? And both times I kind of sat like on the back on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And the sound was horrible.
It just goes bleh.
Yeah. And so I was like, maybe it's just because it's the stadium. But then when we went to see The Weeknd, the sound was a lot better on the side
Mm-hmm.
than it was like either like on the back or off to the back on the side. So we kind of got in that same area. I want to say it's kind of like, kind of like on the side, but kind of like in the middle.
So you get a good, like a decent view and better sound.
Yes.
Versus just like the sound going bleh
Yes.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Like
you're
when we went to see Beyonce, you couldn't even like the music was so muffled because I don't know, maybe because there's nothing absorbing it, that it was like going everywhere. You couldn't even tell like what song was playing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then she probably looks as big as an ant, huh?
Yeah. That, then you're pretty much just watching on the screens at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to see The Weeknd, and It was wild. I have never seen a show like that. It was so cool. It was like a concert and a rave all mixed up into one.
I remember you telling me it was kind of scary too, cause like some of the stuff kind of felt like the occult.
It was a little, I'm not gonna lie, it seemed a little satanic, but it was pretty cool.
You're like, I feel like I'm in the episode of The Shining.
But it was pretty cool.
So it was worth it.
Oh, totally.
Was the Weeknd there by himself, or did he have somebody?
No, he had some other people that I'm totally gonna age myself, but I didn't know who they were.
You're like, I don't know who these people are. Didn't he have a movie come out to The Weeknd not that long ago?
I don't know.
And
Yes. Yeah, and then he did like they were screening it in Phoenix, and then he just showed up in the movie theater where they were screening it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Which was pretty cool.
He surprised everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get in with our touch-up file. Make sure everything is really nice and straight and sharp.
I can't believe how fast that was.
And very little effort. How do they feel compared to like a regular acrylic nail or the regular 1, 2, 3 go? The same?
Yeah, I mean, like as far as like them sitting on my nail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually they feel really light.
Really?
They feel like lighter.
Like more airy?
Yes.
That's what I've heard. But it also, like, because it's acrylic, it kind of feels like a little bit more hard. Or the same.
I don't know. As soon as you let go of the file, I can
Tap.
tap it.
Have any of you guys gone to a concert recently? Let us know in the comments below.
I am gonna go see Ramon Ayala.
He's coming to Tucson to the
Yeah,
casino?
to the casino.
Okay, go ahead and tap him.
Let's see. Yeah, they feel
Normal.
I don't know, I don't feel like they feel as hard as the other ones.
Really?
Uh-huh.
And soften up the shape. Give her a nice career woman shape. A squoval. That's what Miss Hugosa likes. A nice squoval.
Oval.
Not too square, not too oval. Squoval.
I feel like the middle one is really long.
Let's take a look. It should be a little bit longer, but not too much. So we'll take it down just a hair. Or her.
I mean, it'll serve its purpose, but
It will be. She will be noticed.
I do like to use that.
She's gonna be given the bird.
So how was, aside from the rain, what rides did you get on? What did you do?
Oh my god, my mom is so sad. I was like, hey, do you want to go see me ride a roller coaster? No. What if something happens? I don't want to be a witness. I was like, well, calm down, mom. It's not that serious. So she was like scared to watch me go on the roller coasters. But we did pretty much all the rides except for Peter Pan because we were honestly so jet lagged. It was the first day in Paris because we got there the day before. So the first night you never really sleep that good anyway.
Yeah, because you're the time zone and all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we were so jet lagged. Like honestly, like I don't remember that day. It was like a blur. I just remember the rain. And then when we got there, I was like, I want to get the birthday button because they give you, you know, little buttons for your birthday.
Yeah, I saw you wearing it.
I waited an hour to get it.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I was.
Like in line or
Yes.
just, oh, wow.
Because they do not hire a lot of people to work at Euro Disney, I think. Very minimal staff. And then there was a lot of waiting too. It was busy that day for it to be raining, but I think it's also because a lot of people in Europe are on summer holiday too.
Oh.
So we waited and waited, and even at the restaurant we had reservations that we had to wait too. And I just feel bad when like people get attacked when they're like working, because there was this one lady, she was from Spain, and she was telling the lady, she's like, hey, we've been waiting like 20 minutes for our table, and she's like, oh, I understand that, but unfortunately, like, I can't make people leave.
Right.
And then she started yelling at her, and the lady that worked there at Disney, she threw her pen and she just walked off.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it before at a Disney park.
I will tell you what, we were at the resort. There was and I was trying to figure out like who they were, what they were. There was an older Spanish couple
Mm-hmm.
there at the resort, and we were at the Italian restaurant, and they sent the food back 3 times.
Oh my God.
And then the 4th time that they came with the food, they got their flashlights on their phone and were inspecting the food.
What were they ordering?
I have no idea, but I was like, you know, like I have a lot of food allergies, right? And I have a lot of things that I have to like ask about, right? And I know that it's a pain in the butt, right? You know,
but you'll tell the people
but
before.
I'll tell them like, hey, like I have an allergy. These are the things I cannot eat. What would you recommend?
Or what can you accommodate?
Or what can you accommodate, right? And they were great. Like usually they can do, you know, they're usually pretty good, you know, but I don't know.
Oh, that's the worst. And then, when I was in Paris too, the last day, we went to a really famous perfume store called Mancera, and they're on Champs-Élysées, so like you could see the Arc de Triomphe out of the store. And I don't know what was happening with homegirl that worked there, but she overcharged me. And I was like, oh, you know, I understand that happens, whatever. You know, just give me a refund. The terminal wouldn't let her give me a refund. So she was like freaking out. She called the manager over, and they're like, oh, you know, we're really sorry this is happening. 45 minutes later, they still can't give me a refund. And they're like freaking out. And they're like, you know what, can we give you cash? I was like, sure, that's no problem. And they didn't have enough cash. So they had to call the store owner to get a debit card to go to an ATM, to go to the bank and get money out.
Oh my God.
But they overcharged me, guess how much? Not like 100 euros or something like that. 1,000.
What?
I was like, how can you overcharge somebody 1,000 euros?
That's what, like $2,500?
No, like maybe 13. I was like, that's a lot of money to overcharge. I felt bad, but I was like, well, at least she was honest
Hey,
enough.
well, good thing you're a big baller shot caller, dude, and that way you could cover it.
I was like, my credit card's gonna be tied up, but no, they gave me cash, but I had like a wad of cash that I don't want to have.
Yeah. You were making it rain everywhere.
For real, my mom was mad. She was like, why it's taking so long? She was like, I can't really rush them, you know. You get more bees with honey than you do
Right.
the other way around. So right now I'm just taking my smooth buffer and just smoothing everything out.
Scarlett, center nail artist, says, hey.
Hey babes, you staying out of trouble? Ready to go party? I told Miss Scarlett, she's my perfume wife, she's my shopping wife when I'm in London. And we have to go, she has to come here. But I don't know if she's ready for the weather right now.
No, Scarlett, come in the fall when it's not hot. Come
She'll
like
still
November.
be like, she'll come in booty shorts. She's like, God damn, it's hot.
Come in November. You'll still get in the pool.
And we're like in sweaters and parkas.
She said she's always ready to party.
She was born
and
ready.
She said that you guys belong together.
We belong together. Whatever.
I want to go party with Scarlett. She sounds like a good time.
She is. If you look it up in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of her.
Fernando B41 says, hi.
Hey. Speaking of Fernando, he told me that Horóscopos de Durango are coming to Phoenix.
Oh, yeah?
We should go in October. You remember? Duranguense. Do you remember Horóscopos de Durango?
Mm-hmm.
We just aged ourselves.
I mean, no. I don't know what that is.
No gracias. Or Selena.
No gracias.
So we are going to go in with our spring nipper and just very gently trim any dry non-living tissue.
What is it called? Spring nipper.
The spring nippers. And the secret is you barely want to open up the mouth of the nipper.
Fernando says you guys have to go.
You gonna get us tickets, homie? You gonna give us the homie discount?
Does Fernando have the hookup? Do you have the hookup, Fernando?
He knows them.
Oh, yeah?
He does their nails.
Dude, I'll show up with my boots and everything.
Sombreros shaped like a taco.
Yep.
Represent Durango.
My Wranglers and my Ropers, and I'll show up.
That was such a vibe back in like the early 2000s, huh?
He said he's going to text them.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Qué tontos, qué locos somos tú y yo. When they're gonna see you, you're gonna be the third of Horóscopos de Durango. They're gonna we want to announce our new member, La Jugosa. Everybody give it up for Miss Juicy.
I'd go up there.
Reppin'.
That's right.
Music is in your blood.
Repping the 520.
So I'm gonna take the Diamond Prep and I'm just gonna really gently buff out the skin so that way it's nice and smooth.
We got a quiet group today.
They're very quiet. Hopefully the TikTok girls are more awake. Why is everybody so quiet? It's Juneteenth, everybody. It's a day to celebrate.
Celebrate.
Good times, come on. Da, 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 da. It's a celebration. It's a party.
And Max has 35%.
All month long.
Off all month long. HBD Max.
That's right.
HBD Max.
Let's give the girls overtime since today they got the day off.
They'll be refreshed to get your order out soon.
They'll be ready tomorrow.
Ready. I was going to say, it was pretty quiet today.
Because there's no drama for your mom.
Yeah, usually they're
The J. Linares stories.
huffing around here.
J. Linares Marquez.
You know who's causing all the drama today? Toby!
Aw, Brownface's son. Brownface has a son, you guys. His name is Toby.
I need some products soon. I need some products from you to promote. My discount, says Fernando.
Gotta get it, homie. Don't forget, 35% off right now. Stock up.
Where's Toby? Here he comes. Here he comes. So Toby is Roundface's son.
Illegitimate.
He's a fur baby, and he is the sweetest little guy. He loves to get hugs
And kisses.
and kisses, and he's just so chill. I walked in and he just like jumped in my arms.
There was love at first sight, literally, huh?
It was.
Okay, now we're gonna remove the dust.
I like how he crosses his legs.
Muy educado.
He's so proper.
And then we're gonna apply a little bit of primer around the cuticle area.
Do you want a paw cure? A paw cure. Yeah.
And this is gonna chemically seal the cuticle area so we have zero lifting. The music we got is she's a vibe, huh? Very like loungy
I know.
70s.
I need a mimosa around here to
For real,
chill
it's
with
very
it.
yes, it's very chill. The music. She's very chillaxed today. La cara
Even
de
Toby's
perro.
taking it in. Even Toby, right? You're taking it in?
Now we're gonna seal with some Queen Hard Gel top coat. Wow, look at that gloss.
So what is the next adventure for you?
I don't know. Well, July will be too hot to go anywhere, but
Yeah.
I really want to go to Italy. I want to see Evita in London too. That seems like a lot of fun. It's with Rachel Zegler. But honestly, like, wasn't Evita like a streetwalker?
No, Evita was
Isn't that how they found her?
you know what? I don't remember.
Juan, la Evita Perón era de la vida galante.
No, she was like a political figure.
She was the wife of the dictator.
Yeah.
But wasn't she like of the streets
I
before?
have no idea.
No era de la vida galante, la Evita Perón.
I don't know. I don't remember. You know what the funny thing is? Is that I don't know that maybe it's like age or I don't know what's happening to me, but like I don't remember a lot of things. And I don't know if it's because I've just like blocked things out or what. So like I'll give you an example. Last night, not last night, the night before, we went to go see How to Train Your Dragon. Right? And
The live action.
The live action. And so like I as soon as I got back from the trip, like I immediately went back to work and we were just kind of like running around and doing all the things, right? And so and then getting Vincent ready for school and all of that. So we haven't really spent a lot of time together. And so on Tuesday night, they have like that, half off or whatever. So he's like, Mom, you want to go to the movies? I'm like, all right, cool.
Let's turn it upside down.
So we went to see How to Train Your Dragon, the live action.
Is it
Meanwhile, that used to be one of his like favorite movies, like as a kid, right? So we went, and it was really cool.
Bake it, Milo?
And do you think that I remembered the movie, but there were certain parts that I'm like, and I would kind of lean over and I'm like, did this happen in the cartoon? And he's like, yeah, don't you remember? I'm like, I do not. And that wasn't that long ago.
The cartoon? I feel like How to Train Your Dragon is like a fairly new franchise, isn't it?
Yeah, like he wasn't super young. Like he must have been like in elementary school.
Was the live action good?
It was actually pretty good.
Really?
I was pretty entertained. I did not fall asleep.
What I did see that I was like on the plane and I was like, this is terrible. I don't know why my parents let me watch this.
Snow White.
No, I did see that in the movie theater. Pee Wee Herman. But I was like, this is terrible. Why was it so popular in the 80s?
I know you are, but what am I?
Such a dweeb. And he's like, oh,
I love Pee-wee.
I'm rubber, you're glue. And then what's the other thing he said? He tells the girl, she's like, Pee, we want to get to know you. And she's like, no, you don't. I'm a rebel.
Yeah.
And then the way he dances.
Is Large Marge, tequila.
Da, 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 da. But that movie literally looks like it cost $5 to make.
I'm sure it did not.
No. But then he had too much fun at the movie theater by himself.
Yeah, that's why he got canceled. Tara 12 says, I still love Pee-wee. Dude, Pee-wee's awesome. I mean,
I was obsessed when I was a little kid. Thank God I grew out of that and I found the Power Rangers. So we're going to let the nails finish the polymerization process and then we're going to hit it with cotton candy cuticle oil.
It's not quick.
And they glow in the dark. That's something we forgot about these nails.
Oh, yes.
So not only are they white diamond glitter fantasies, they glow in the dark. And they're done. Like you can touch them completely.
Yeah, look at. They feel lighter than the other nails, I feel.
Look how sparkly they are, you guys. Like that glitter, it's like glitter on glitter on glitter on glitter on glitter. Look how blended the cuticle is though too. So clean. Just so fresh, so fresh and so clean. Beautiful. Look at it from the side. Ooh, she is serving. Look at that side. I wish we could see them glow in the dark. We probably could.
The hallway.
Round face. Can you turn off the office light so we can see these nails glow in the dark?
Yeah. Let's see. How do we turn this one off?
You guys are in for a treat. Okay.
Oh no, that one's not on.
This one. Go ahead and put them in there. You guys are going to see them glow in the dark. We used our neon cream glow in the dark acrylic. Okay, take it out. Ooh, look at that. Can you see it on the screen?
Yes.
That is bright, huh?
It looks pretty bright.
You're going to be at the Post Malone concert. It's going to be like, hey, bring that chick with the glow-in-the-dark nails over. Have her come on stage. And here they are in the light. Beautiful. Well, my lovelies, that's a wrap for today's little live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. They came out so pretty, Miss Juicy.
Thank you. They came out adorable. I love them.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to take advantage of the huge 35% off sale going on right now at InnoCouture.com using promo code HBDMAX. And we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next live video. Right now, we're going to head on over to TikTok, do the other hand, and we'll see you there. Bye, everybody.
Bye.